I've been blessed to have people in my life who've reminded me of a great truth that Jesus spoke. Jesus said, with men it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. God often calls us to the impossible because then He shows us His glory, His power, and the possibility of what He can do in our lives. So if you're facing something impossible today, God may have led you to that spot. I remember I was at a pastor's conference speaking in California, and I was just speaking there as the keynote speaker, but in the mornings I was listening to the other speaker, and there was a man who got up and spoke, and he said, I understand that Sammy Tippit is here. And he said, in our group, we have been praying for the nation of Iran. It's the most impossible situation there is. And I want to challenge Sammy Tippit to go to Iran and to pray for God to open the doors, great doors in Iran for the gospel of Jesus Christ. This was in the 1990s. Well, at that time, Americans couldn't get into Iran. But finally, within a few months, we were able to get a visa and go to Iran. And we did one thing. We walked the streets of Tehran, we walked the streets of Shiraz and Esfahan in the various cities, and all we did was pray. We just prayed. We walked the streets and prayed for the people. And one day while I was walking, I saw a satellite dish on the top of an apartment. There were many satellite dishes, and the Lord spoke to my heart and said, that's how you're going to get the gospel in. And I said, but Lord, that seems impossible. I don't know how to do that. I don't have a television program. Well, one day at another conference, a man came to me and he said, Sammy, I've got good news for you. God has opened a door for you to have a satellite television broadcast into Iran. And since that time, we've broadcast hundreds and hundreds of television broadcasts into Iran, and many thousands of people have come to Christ, have grown in their faith in Jesus, and God has done a great work.
Calls come from Iran. ولی اجازه بدید اینا رو جواب بدیم و بهتون خواهیم رسید. با ما مدارا کنین. همه تلفن‌ها پره. All the lines are full.
There's never been a person like Jesus.
برای اینکه هیچ کسی در دنیا مثل شخصیت عیسی مسیح وجود نداشت.
He was the most unique person to ever come to this earth.
او شخصی یونیک یا یکتا بود که روی زمین آمده بود.
He was all God.
همش خدا بود.
And he was all man.
و همش انسان بود.
The name given to him was Emmanuel, which means God is with us. There are many of you who have called in about depression.
And I remembered the words of Jesus. With men, it may be impossible, but with God, all things are possible. If you're facing the impossible, remember, with God, it is possible.